Hi, everybody! Today we're going to see how we draw, well, how I draw Creature from Harry Potter. Just so you know, there's a coloring book that you can get through Amazon. Just follow the link in my description and you can get a coloring book to show me how you color to how I draw. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpies. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out and talk to myself, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'll even include one for color. But for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. So yeah, I just left that in. I just said we in the middle of see how we draw. This is not how we draw. This is how I draw. But yeah, sometimes I talked about this before. Like I do this in one hit. I don't have time to edit, re-record, or any of that stuff. If I mess up, I mess up. Sometimes if it's too bad, I'll come back in and redo it. But for the most part, I don't have time, and I just got to stick with what I got. So that made me laugh that I said, for some strange reason, see how we draw in the intro. But yeah, let's see, what can I say that I haven't already said about Dobby? I laughed about Dobby's shoes, their age, like how old is he in here? And at what point are you considered an old man, young man, that kind of thing? That's still the stuff that I was gonna say mystifies me, but you know, because at a certain point you have to accept that, okay, it's an elf, right? It's like I have questions, and it's like those are the questions you have. There's a magical elf, and it's about his age and that kind of stuff. Well, yes, because I've already accepted at this point. If I have questions, I've accepted that elves exist in this world, right? That's why I'm drawing him. I get it. But I do have still regular questions, like, well, you know, if he lived what 600 years roughly, something like that. My question is, at what point are you an old man? Like when are you a young, I almost said troll, a young elf, and when are you an old elf, right? I mean, I'm basically drawing Mr. Burns here, so I'm drawing. I can live with that. I like that. Oof, it is getting hot. I've got the windows open because I've said it before, I'm enjoying the Texas air. But man, it's catching up. Like we had a while there where it was nice and cool because the rains were all over the place. It was strange weather. We never had rain this late into the year, or this much in this cool weather this late into the year. So I've been working with the windows open, which is why you hear the birds in the background. And it's great. It's great, right? But now it's starting to catch up. Now it's like, ugh. Here comes the old Texas sun that's always trying to kill us. All right, with this hand, let's do it out. So this one's going to be a little bit more dynamic. little more coming at you. That might be good right there. What am I doing? Where am I off? Where am I off? I need to make his head more round and pointy. Something like that. Not too bad. The problem is his nose is so droopy, it just looks flat, you know, but hey, that's how it is. So I think I'm good with that. I think I am good with the sketch. Keep it a quick, easy one. And so let me erase some of these sketch lines real fast, and then we'll switch over to the Sharpie. Basically, the first few lines I throw down, those are my sketch lines. Those are just trying to get the placement, the position, and the proportions. And once I do, as I get more confident, I press harder. So when I lightly erase like this, I'm erasing the sketch lines, but the confidence lines take a little bit more pressure. I'm not applying that much, so the sketch disappears, but the confidence sticks around, and that's how you live your life. Get rid of your sketchiness, keep your confidence, you will do amazing things, and I will be there saluting you and celebrating your victories. So, I say we welcome everybody that skipped and get going to the next section. Welcome skippers, welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I do different drawing every day. You can join along and have some fun. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen, mostly the fine point, but the pen's a little finer than the fine point. You can find things that the fine point can't quite find. I've sketched the entire thing out. I've erased the majority of the sketch lines, but left myself enough to see where we're going to go. And if you want to see more Harry Potter, check out that playlist right there. Or if not, just check out the playlist in general, because I do so many that I may have already drawn what you're looking for. So check it out. If not, give me a shout and I'll see what I can do. I'm going to just jump right in with his eyes. A little surly, a little slanty, not slanty, a little when they're slits, they're a little closed, that kind of thing. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's draw his retina, the color part. A little bit of a pupil. And then a whole bunch of lines for his eyes. And I'm going to go ahead and draw the bottom part. Normally I don't, because the drawing is so tiny, but here I can actually fit it in that it won't bleed, because normally it bleeds too much. Like I can't draw all the lines because the size of it will just start to bleed. But I want him kind of, you know, surly, angry, creased, wrinkled, old, you know, sour, right? That's how we want him, sour. Let's go ahead and draw this nostril coming down to his big old nose. Something like that. We'll go ahead and draw like a center line, because it's very, very predominant, very wrinkled, very, very sour. There's going to be more, but I'm not worried about that right now. Like I just want to do some of his wrinkle lines, right? Make him very, very angry. Here's going to be his mouth. Here's going to be his mouth. You hear that? Don't ever listen to me. Just listen to what I'm saying. You can't see much of a lip or anything like that because of his nose in the way, so we're just going to kind of draw. I almost want to switch over to the big Sharpie now, because I use this for tiny details like that, but now that that's all for the detail. I guess I can do, like, he's got to have like some cheekbones, right? He almost looks like the penguin to me. Yeah, let's switch over to the big Sharpie and draw his face. See, I wanted it consistent. That's why I wanted to just go ahead and switch over, because at this point, it's like, yeah, all the details are done, so I don't have to worry about the big Sharpie anymore. Okay, and so for his ears, his old floppy ear, he's going to kind of wrap it over itself, right? top of his old dome head. Something like that. Now there's going to be more detail, more color, more angry lines, stuff like that, but I think I want to do that with color as I'm sitting here drawing a bunch of them. Okay, so let's see. He's kind of hunched over, so and I'm going to draw his shirt. All raggedy, hanging down. Let's maybe rip it a little bit right there. Bring it back up. Now we're going to do a bunch of wrinkles and bends and all kinds of stuff. I mean, is it a shirt? I mean, it looks like a sack. You know what I mean? All right, let me add some tiny detail just to kind of wrinkle it up more and just to kind of give it that almost like, in so many words, that gross effect, you know. It's got to look mashed up and dirty. There we go. That looks pretty beat up. Now he's got his neck and all this stuff that he's, you know, he's got his bone structure and all that, but I think I'm gonna do that with color. I'm not gonna worry about that here. Let's just draw his arms. I got his arms like this one almost kind of reaching out at you, and the other one's just kind of hanging there. Let me thicken this up a little bit. The downside to using thick and thin Sharpies is this works good for highlights and things like that, but I want it to match that right there. So sometimes I feel like I need to go back and thicken up certain parts to make it look consistent. Just for me, just for my Sharpie portion. You don't have to do this with pencil. I'm just explaining it to you thick and thin with my Sharpies. Let's do this one, the most dynamic hand. It's kind of coming at you like this. So his shoulders over here like this. There's a bend in his arm, his forearm to his hand. And this one's bent and pointed more at you, like almost like this. So it's going to be shorter than this one, okay? So the hand's kind of doing this. So the thumb is going to be a little out this way. The finger's going to be more, it's going to be almost like this. This one's pointed, curved, curved, curved out. So almost like, you know, just follow along, and then we're going to add some detail in a second to try to clean it up, or not really clean it up, but to define a few things, right? Because we got certain parts that are over itself. That should have been more over like that. And then, you know, just little things like that, just to kind of, you know, make it a little more rough of a hand. Should have been the big Sharpie. Okay. This one's just hanging down. So this one's longer because this one's not pointed coming at you. This is not coming at you like this one. So the shoulder, the bicep, forearm, to the wrist. Like that. So see, longer because it's more hanging down. To the thumb. Something like that. In there, I like leaving a little strange, a little beat up, you know. All right, so his legs are just kind of pointed in, a little wobbly. Knobby knee there too. This one's going back. Oops, didn't need to make it that knobby. Too bad it's not Dobby, because it'd be knobby dobby. All right, this one's pointed out. There's his heel, the front of the foot. There's the toe. This one's more pointed down, 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 down. Like that. This one's more pointed at you. So its toe you can see like this. Again, more down, 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 like that. Okay, let me add a little detail real quick. A little again, a little of the strange, a little of the creepy, you know. But I'll do more with color, because I'm not too worried about the lines and all that stuff. So there you go. I say we take care of the rest with color. So that is Creature from Harry Potter.
So here's how I colored it. Tell me what you think in the comments below, or show me what you did in our Discord group. Just have fun and make it your own, because remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures with How I Draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button for new videos.